Hello everyone, welcome to Urbanscape Bangalore, and in this episode we will be learning about the Lisianthus plant, which is also known as prairie and Texas bluebell. The scientific name of this plant is Eustoma grandiflorum. So this plant, they say, is primarily grown as an annual, and it is a native of Texas, Mexico and other South American countries. The plant will grow up to 40 inches tall. Lisianthus flowers are mostly found in cool tones of blue, pink and whites, but there are some yellow and red varieties as well. The best part about the Lisianthus is that even the buds look attractive, and it is a preferred plant for bouquets and other flower arrangements. I do not know how much this is used in Indian bouquets and flower decorations, but it is quite popular in Western culture. I am sure this will soon be a trendsetter in the coming days. The foliage of this plant is dark green and the plant yields blooms on each stem. These plants are very attractive for bees, and the bees are the main pollinators of this plant. The rose-like features of this plant gives it the distinction of being very easy to handle and is also used as an alternative to the thorny roses in flower arrangements. So now let us look at the sunlight requirements of this plant. So the sunlight requirements of this plant is full sunlight, because this is found in the prairie areas where it gets a lot of sunlight. So it does not generally prefer a lot of shade. However, if you are growing this in a shady area, make sure that you grow this either in the southwest or the west direction. So here folks, I am going to grow this plant in a container which is 2 sizes bigger than the existing container. So always take a container with a drainage hole at the bottom and make sure that you add a lot of drainage materials at the bottom to facilitate drainage. The potting mix that I will be using is 50% sand, 40% garden soil and 10% compost. Adding compost to this plant is very essential because this plant really likes a lot of organic matter in the soil. So the Lisianthus does not prefer acidic soil, so amend your soil with some limestone to make it alkaline. Another very important aspect about this plant that you need to take care of is watering. So this plant absolutely does not tolerate overwatering. Overwatering could cause a lot of fungal diseases to spread through the plant, and it could kill the plant in no time. However, at the same time, you must make sure that the soil is consistently moist, and this is definitely not a drought tolerant plant and it could die without water. Now take the plant out from its existing container and do it very slowly because this plant is quite sensitive. You can tease the roots a little but not too much to break the root memory and allow it to spread its roots through the soil medium. So now let us talk about the fertilizer requirement of this plant. So use a potassium and phosphorus rich fertilizer, so something a little more than the nitrogen element in the fertilizer would do. Another organic fertilizer that you can use is banana compost, which will induce profuse blooming. So let us talk about the pests that attack this plant. So the fungus gnats are common pests that affect this plant. The larvae of the gnats will eat away the roots and render the plant unhealthy. So use measures like yellow traps to trap these pests in its adult stage itself. So this plant can be grown from seed. However, it can be a little too fussy to grow this plant from seeds. Even the best of the garden centers actually shy away from growing this plant. The seeds must not be buried in the soil, but it must be just placed on the ground. This is a summer as well as a winter blooming plant in warmer climates. In frost affected zones, you can grow this plant as an annual. So now I will just have to water this plant and place this in a sunny position outside. So some amount of staking might be required because the blooms of this plant are heavier than the feeble stems. So the plant might become a little too floppy. As mulch, you can use homemade compost or shop-bought compost, whichever you have easily available in your garden. Since this is my first time growing the Lisianthus, I might need a little more time to understand this plant, and if at all I am successful at growing this plant, then I will update you on this very soon. So, with that, we have come to the end of yet another episode of Urbanscape Bangalore. I hope that you have really enjoyed this video and you found this informative as well. So, if you have liked this episode, then please do not forget to hit the like button and also do not forget to share and subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook, the link to which will be provided below. Thank you for watching Urbanscape Bangalore, and until we meet again, a very warm goodbye.